Many roads are now passable in Cagayan province as flood. This only marks the start of challenges thousands of residents will be facing in the coming weeks. Our correspondent Rex Umito joins us live from the town of Igig. Rex, can you describe to us what the situation is like there?
Well, many residents in Cagayan are now cleaning up their homes, clearing them of flood water and mud. The challenge now is to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives and homes. But for some, they don't even know how to start all over again after losing almost everything. While floods are finally subsiding in Cagayan, many residents have lost their houses, or at least submerged in thick mud and debris. That's why they would rather stay on the roadside. 7 families are trying to make the best out of this makeshift tent made of scrap items. This will serve as their home in the coming weeks. They are cramping themselves in one of these makeshift beds without a foam. They're also exposed to elements, pollution from vehicles passing by, and the risk of road accidents. Rain or shine, they cover themselves with just a piece of tarpaulin. Beside their dining area is where they feed the hogs they're raising. Worst comes to worst, they're going to sell these. For now, they feed themselves with the relief goods from Good Samaritans.
Pagod na kami, sir. Sa sobrang daming trabaho. Mahirap na hindi maintindihan, sir, kung ano ang kalagayan namin.
Some of them, meanwhile, help their families by begging from passing motorists just to get by, while some of their children are getting sick due to lack of clean potable water. Meanwhile, 68-year-old Rosalinda Valdez is now uncertain where to get her maintenance for her hypertension and for her grandson who has hydrocephalus. Rosalinda is also grieving for the loss of her son who died saving a neighbor at the height of the massive floods.
Malungkot dahil namatay ang anak ko, nalunod na kuryente siya. Mahalaga siya ang pinakamamahal kong anak ko po.
Many residents also dwell on the roadside in the nearby town of Igig. This one is near the Cagayan River, which poses risk when it overflows. Christine Salak says she has barely slept as she has to tend to her 5 children and to make sure they're safe all the time.
Takot ko na kasi, sir, kung magkasakit sila, ganun, sir. Kasi pag magkasakit sila, parang sila, sir, hindi sila makagalaw, ganun.
As much as they would like to live in a safer place, they have nowhere to go but the streets. More than a temporary shelter, they say they need more aid to survive in the coming days. Government officials are saying they're planning to relocate these residents into safer grounds. This is based on President Duterte's discussion with cabinet members yesterday. However, they have yet to give any timeline as to when they're going to implement this plan. On the latest casualty toll in the province, so far the number hasn't changed since yesterday. Only 10 died rather, while 7 were injured in the entire province, while 1 is missing in Alcala town. Also, many parts of the province are still without electricity, aside from a few hotels, establishments, and restaurants. Back to you.
Rex, what kind of help do residents need, and do volunteer groups still need to secure documents to be allowed entry into the province?
Those who would like to conduct relief operations in the province have to secure a travel authority from the Interagency Task Force, as well as they have to fill out health declaration forms and undergo a COVID-19 rapid test at the border. However, provincial government officials are saying that it's better for them to have their test on their place of origin. Also, Cagayan Governor Manuel Mamba is saying that they don't need to undergo the 14-day quarantine once they're in the province. They're saying they're relaxing their rules to boost the relief efforts on the aid that the residents need. For now, they urgently need clean water, ready-to-eat food, diapers, mattresses, and face masks. Pia.
Rex, what are the plans of the local government to make sure that the heavy flooding doesn't happen again?
Based on the discussion of President Duterte with cabinet officials, first they're planning to conduct massive reforestation or planting of trees in the areas near the Cagayan River. Another is the further dredging of the river so that it can hold more water. Also, the President has already ordered some agencies to investigate on quarrying firms located in the province. He believes that these quarrying is contributing to the massive flooding in the province. However, they still have yet to give any date as to when they're going to launch any investigation. Back to you.
Rex Remigio reporting from the town of Igig in Cagayan province.